everyone. Tonight, I would like to tell you 10 conversations between two people. Conversation 1. The woman said to the man, they had reviewed her cover letter and resume and had decided he was a good candidate for a position in their firm. So she suggested coming by for an interview that Friday. The man was happy by that. He said he was free all day long, and he wanted to know what time he should come in and how long it would take. The woman replied that the preliminary interview would be at 10 in the morning. It usually took 20 minutes. After that, he could call back for a final interview. That would be a morning. The man agreed with her. Conversation 2. The woman wanted to know if the man knew the older bakery down the street. She commented that was going to be closing down soon. The woman agreed with her. He said that shop was owned and operated by an elderly married couple, and then it would become a coffee shop chain. The man commented that was a shame that it was so hard to smaller family-owned business to stay profitable those days. She wished there was something they could do. The man agreed quicker. He suggested staging a fundraiser for the bakery in order to keep it open. Conversation 3. The man got the woman's attention. He said he could prescribe her daughter on many medication, and she wanted to know how long her daughter had been showing symptoms. The woman replied that her daughter had started coughing a lot the, the morning before, and by the afternoon she had running a high fever, and she wanted to know if it were serious. The man disagreed quicker. He commented cold was common among children, especially at that time of year. He suggested giving her some medicine, some medicine to soften the cough, and he wanted to know if her had any allergies. The woman disagreed with him. He commented, at least, not that he were aware of. Conversation 4. The woman said good morning to the man. She said she had come to ask if he had time to talk about the design for his new logo that she has missed it the week before. The woman disagreed quicker because there were an important meeting he had to be at in a few minutes, and it could take a morning. The woman said. The woman commented. He wanted to know if her design was interesting or she needed to make any changes. The man suggested stopping by his office before he go home that evening in order to talk about it. Conversation 5. The man said to the woman he was going to arrange a meeting to discuss the new surface discipling policy. The woman said he hadn't heard anything about that, and she wanted to know if they already do cycle. The man agreed quicker, but they were going through too far too much copy paper. He was afraid it was being wasted. A number of papers was also neglecting to put a newspaper in the cycle bins. The woman agreed with him. However, she said, if they told them to be more aware of the
Problem.
problem, they would start conserving more paper. Conversation 6. The man got the woman's attention. She said she asked him to drop off those legal fries at the courthouse that afternoon, but he hadn't been there before. He wanted to know the best way to get there. The woman replied that if he drove, it was pretty easy to find, although the traffic was potentially bad at that time. The downtown area was crowded, and a lot of people were out on their lunch break. The man said he could take the subway or bus, and he wanted to know if the public transportation would get them there quickly. The woman disagreed with him. She gave him $20 and suggested catching a cab. Conversation 7. The woman said hello to the man. She introduced herself. She said his son, Peter, was in her English class. He was calling because he would like to meet him and talk about his academic performance. The man replied that he didn't know there were problems, and she wanted to know if his son was doing poorly. The woman disagreed with him. He said his son was doing quite well. She thought he might be eligible to enter an advice program for gifted students. Before she recommended, before she recommended him, he had approval from his parents. The man was happy about that. He said he would let his wife know. and called her back to schedule an appointment. Conversation 8. The man said to the woman, he wanted to buy a space heater for the bedroom. It would keep them warm in the winter and reduce their power bills. The woman replied that she don't think there was enough room in the bedroom for a space heater, and it was worried it would make the air too dry. The man said, the man said, it wasn't. If they got a new model, they were making them much smaller, and uh, and they had and they can get hot humidifier. The woman said she guessed it was the girl's apply. She shrugged as she hoped they was right about the power bill. They had been paying for far too much ever since the weather became cold. Conversation 9. 9. The man said hello to the woman. She said, he said, he had, they had received her shipment of limited edition boathead lines, and they had been extremely impressed with the craftsmanship. They were very confident that product will sell big in that store. So they were wondering if they could make another 20 units by May. The woman replied that they was very glad because they were satisfied with their shipment. But 20 units is very big order to done by me. She said they would need at least a month to have that all done. The man replied that they had been worried about that, but he could assure she could make very well potential if they could have all 20 units by May. They would cover all shipping costs as well. The woman replied that were an tempting offer. If they ship by air, that would take away a bit of the burden, but he don't think that could be enough. She could contact the factory and see if they could outsource part of the contract with another company and hire more workers. They could phone her people and have an answer for him by Tuesday. Conversation 10. The man got the woman's attention. He said he wanted to know where to find mustard. The woman replied that he could find mustard and the rest of the condiments in the aisle 5. Buns and bread were in aisle 10. If they were planning summer cookout, she suggested checking out themselves at a butcher counter because hamburgers, spaghetti patties were on sale. The man wanted to know if the steak was on sale because his wife asked him to pick up some steaks for the dinner. The woman agreed with him. She commented some brands of steak were on sale and she could ask which ones when he got there. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.